The trial is over. Linny and Lynette have been acquitted. This seems over, and yet there's more to do. Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Thank you for joining me today. We've just had the trial of the century. Seemed to go our way. But let's just see what is awaiting us. This quest isn't over yet, so there must be more.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
Well, I'm sorry, Navia.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really only trying to defend Linny. I wasn't necessarily looking into the serial disappearances case.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah. I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we've probably got a reputation for travelling around all over the place just helping out everybody who's got a problem. So this is like the first problem that we've just been like, nothing to do with us.
Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
That's understandable, though.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Okay, yeah, she's going to guilt trip us into it now.
It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
It's literally been like 5 minutes.
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
That's strange. Pymon's questioning a meal? Like, I would have thought she'd just been like, yep, sure, meal, you're going to offer us a meal? I'll take it.
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Well, if you say so, let's go have that meal then.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm.
Well, now she's onto it.
Navia's treating Camp Paimon in.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
Fine. Okay. Oh, there we go. We just completed the quest. I could have done that in the last episode. Okay, anyway, all we have loads of stuff unlocked now. We can do everything. We've got an achievement. Okay, we're going to carry straight on anyway. Let's do that. Oh, hold on. Oh! Okay, I'll check something in a second. Since I get out here. So I was chatting to some people in the Discord server. If you want to join my Discord server, there's a link in the description below. I was chatting to people there about saying how I did like a whole hour of trial and I never got my dailies from it, even my daily quests. I've just noticed a little exclamation mark pop up just as I completed that quest. I was probably just giving them to me now. Let's have a look. And commissions. Yeah, that's just awarded me all that. Yeah, that's what I didn't do. If I'd have just done that in the last one, I could have had it done in that one. Never mind. Okay, let's carry on. Gone today anyway, so that's one less thing I've got to worry about. Where are we going? Looks like it's a fair way away. Okay, over the Court of Fontaine, of course it is. Now, oh look, there's loads more waypoints to unlock here. Where's the quickest way? I don't have anything nearby. Let's go to the statue there, and then I guess we'll make our way around. We'll try it. Yeah, well, I was going to take the lift down, but I just spotted it is like just down here. We can take a shortcut and just glide across. That'll be a lot quicker, because those lifts take forever. They're very slow. They should speed them up a little bit. But yeah, we can grab the teleport waypoint while we're here as well. Speed things up a little bit in the future. Here we go. Drop down, grab it. There we go. And we are right where we need to be. Fancy restaurant is this? Or a hotel? Okay.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
You know, this meal could also be a way of giving her a little bit of extra time to talk us into whatever it is she wants us to do. So that's probably what she's going to do.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Ooh, everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
You, sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Yeah, it's certainly worth celebrating. It was a pleasure working with you.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
That's a massive amount of food.
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Yeah, this is the way. Get Paimon intrigued. Get her hooked in the case. She'll soon want to start solving it herself.
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
I still think that's absolutely horrific. Dissolving someone, that just sounds... That's just horrible.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability, it's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough. Which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
We wanted to ask the Hydro Archon for some information, but we haven't had much opportunity to do so.
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
Yeah, I can't imagine she'll be that thrilled to speak to us after that.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
I'm in.
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
Oh.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed.
Right.
Then wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions.
I can't see that turning out very well.
I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
Okay, I don't know whether Farina's going to be the same though.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Ah, valid point.
Oh, God.
I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
How can you overlook something like that?
All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
Well, that's worth a try. Would someone with her personality really feel shame? I don't know, would she? I think she would. Her reputation seems like it could be quite important to her.
Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink? Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. My drink also tasted that way too.
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia. Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
You could try walking, you know.
Nah, that would be so... normal. You know, like you.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Oh, maybe she couldn't afford that meal after all.
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Seems that was pretty tough for her. That was a pretty pricey meal, all thanks to Glyman.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority. In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
See ya!
Okay then, Act 2 getting started, yes. Let's go for it. So, go to the President's House Plaza in front of the Opera House.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Oh, we're going to hear voices again. There's something about this fountain, isn't there?
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
Yes, and it's clearer than it was during the day.
Ugh. That's kinda spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache?
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
I can feel strong emotions. Things are getting a little blurry.
Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kinda hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right?
Oh, she can hear it as well. That's unusual. She doesn't always hear the things that we can.
Hey, Traveler?
We always get these weird things taken over our minds. Emotioned. Oh, where's this?
Vache, are you my dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
I'm afraid not. I'm sorry, who are you?
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
You were once human?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who has lost their form.
You lost your form.
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Oh, so one of the ones has been dissolved, yeah. Light blue water, could that have been... Could she be one of the girls who were dissolved?
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me, and I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting, I never knew how heavy it could be.
So, you need me to find him?
No, our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
I believe it will be hard for him to forget you.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing.
Could he be the one that did it? Maybe there was a whole, like a long con kind of thing? Or, I don't know.
If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
Well, that means Vasha was a witness to the fact that you dissolved.
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release.
So like a Fontaine going back to their ancestral home, I suppose.
It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
Yeah, it seems that after the body's dissolved, some measure of the consciousness still remains.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
Is that Paimon? Ah, right. I wonder how much time has passed in reality.
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Vache, trying to remember that. Oh, what is going on? What? Oh, I was not expecting this when I woke up.
Look out!
Oh, that's a lot.
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand?
Oh, she's come to help. I thought she was like leading them or something.
Quick, now's our chance!
Okay, she's cool. They all are. Oh wow, that was epic.
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
What just happened? Who was that?
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us! Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, so you're a fighter now, Paimon. Well, thanks for the rescue, Nadia.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, You're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Yeah, of course you are.
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky.
Wait, do you mean that? Oh, I thought it tasted strange as well, but I can be sure.
Fanta only comes in sweet flavors, so how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes. So, if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Oh, those dissolved now, have you?
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
Wow, fortunately, Paimon, neither of us from Fontaine. Otherwise, we would have been.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all.
Oh, can you imagine being someone from Fontaine and realizing that, you know, if you just drink the wrong drink, you're gone. God, that would be scary.
That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
What? Why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
Well, according to Lynette, the ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity to the hydro element.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
I also gained some new intel.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice in the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. A person named Vorshiv was witness when she was dissolved.
Oh, that is important.
You tell everyone about what happened while you were connected to the ocean's consciousness.
Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
If he's still alive, we should try searching for him.
Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Alright, partner. Well, and by we, you mean us too, right?
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Yeah, of course I
Well,
will.
you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Messing with us will cost them. This will prove to be their biggest mistake.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of
Look at that
Spina di
face.
Rosula, after all.
Oh, what a face it is.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Alright then. Okay, you know what? I think that's probably a good point to leave it there. Yeah, last episode was really long, so we'll have a little bit of a shorter one today. And because who knows, if I get stuck into this one, it might be another hour before it lets me stop playing. So I will leave it there today. Thank you for watching. We are back into it. We're back into another mystery, I suppose. We've got to figure out what's going on, track down these witnesses, solve the case of the missing women, and see if we can stop more people dissolving. Oh, great. I'm really enjoying this one. So, yeah, join my Discord servers in the description. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. trying to hit that 500 subscribers, and then obviously moving on to 1,000 at some point this year would be great. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.